Hi Taurus, welcome back. So Taurus, this is going to be your you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind it's a general reading, so feel free to reverse or switch the roles as needed. Also, my readings are timeless, so I trust that when this finds you, it's for you. And let's go ahead and get started. So Taurus, when I was doing the meditation for the collective Taurus energy, I got a few songs. I can't really think of the name of it, even though it's really popular. I got clap, 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 clap your hands. 5 stomps this time. To me, I always think of a wedding every time I think of that song, because it's like the only place you hear it, or maybe on vacation. But I don't know what significance that has. To me, symbolically speaking, it's like an uplifting song, a fun song, but also a song that brings together people, like to dance with each other and have coordinated movements. So you might be having to coordinate a lot of things in your schedule or around you, with other people, or some of you kind of want to escape that. You kind of want to bypass on having to maybe even go about things in a traditional way that you used to during this time frame, because I saw someone kind of like scooting out of the crowd. You might want to be getting out of the crowd, which would not be a bad thing during this time frame, obviously, especially with what's going on in the world. But yeah, that's kind of what I got. And then I saw someone's aura. It actually looked like energy coming off of a white feather, but then it looked like the outline of a person, and it was bright, magnificent green, kind of similar to the colors that you would see like in the, northern hemisphere. I forget what they call those, the northern lights, kind of looked like that. So look up what a green aura means, Taurus. Some of you may have green energy in your aura. Or I always think of green as a very healing energy. You may be a healer, or you may be receiving healing during this time, but don't quote me that that's exactly what a green aura means. That's what it equates to for me, but check it out, all right? So, Taurus, let's see how this goes into your overall reading. I actually had a second song come through. And it's totally gone. I keep wanting to say, ooh, you're a wild one, which is Flow Rida, I believe. Wild Ones. But it was a different song, but it's similar to that song. Maybe it'll come back to me. Overall energy for you, Taurus, during this time frame is the Square. Things could have been feeling a bit challenging around you lately, or could be challenging during this time frame. But I feel like that's kind of what you're sliding out of, right? So I feel that it's best to kind of avoid tension or drama, or you might be best to just kind of stick to your own ways of doing things during this time frame, okay? This energy, it puts a little bit of pressure on you, but it also motivates you, okay? So let this motivate you, whatever challenges or frustrations may be going on right now. Reorient yourself to the silver lining, if you will. Also, this talks about workouts, getting physically fit. Some of you might be interested in starting some new workout regimes, or you may be thinking about that. It is the New Year's. A lot of people make resolutions during this time frame. But to me, it just talks about, working things out energetically speaking. And maybe you need some time away to do that, to work things out in other areas of your life, or work things out with yourself, etc. So your overall supporting energy is the 7 of Swords. Now, the 7 of Swords in this deck talks about theft. I don't usually get that literal in my readings, but some of you may have some challenges around identity theft, I heard, or money. That's just a very few of you, and I feel like you would already be aware of that if that was occurring. For the rest of you, I take this as more of symbolism of, I keep getting identity theft. You know, if someone's stealing your ideas or trying to emulate you, or you may be trying to do that. And it's just like, you're unique all in your own right. And also, nobody can steal your essence. Nobody can steal who you are and what you bring to the table. So don't be concerned about that if that is what you're concerned about, like someone trying to mimic you or, you know, take something that's yours, because what's truly yours cannot be taken from you, all right? Karmically speaking, what's yours and what's owed to you is always given to you. But the Seven of Swords also talks about deception and self-deception. So again, there's some challenging energy here. I'm not going to lie, you know. And I think there's no coincidence that I just said, I'm not going to lie. Because that may be like something that's literally said or has been said with whoever this is that you're dealing with, or some sort of situation that you have going on in the periphery. All right, so let's get into it and see. Really interesting messages right off the bat. Four of Wands here, a person you're connecting with. This is highlighting freedom. In this deck, this person might be wanting their freedom, establishing their freedom, you know, being really drawn to be more independent in their energy, to be more stable with where they're at and who they are. So let's get into it, Taurus, and see recent past energy. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you're connecting with. We're going to go into the past. Then we're going to look at your perception of each other, how you genuinely feel about each other, your hopes, and most likely future outcome. So leading up to this, Taurus, you have the Sun, the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like, you know, there is a sense of reconnecting with yourself, you know, being very protective of your space, wanting to protect what's yours. Yeah, I keep getting that, like protection mode, like afraid that someone is going to impede on your space or what's yours, okay? And I think that's what the Seven of Swords energy was about for a lot of you. But it's like, you might have had to work really hard to find your authentic self, to find your happiness, to cultivate, you know, something that belongs to you. And it's like, you know, being very protective over that, being maybe even a bit bordering defensive. So you want to watch that. But I do notice that Taurus energy, Taurus people in general, have a very like innate protective type of nature about them, especially when it comes to their loved ones and things that they love. So that's kind of what I'm feeling here. There's been some back and forth in the energy. You know, there might have been some self-doubt going on, or, you know, being of two minds about a situation or this connection. But I don't feel like you've shared that, okay? Because I heard lock and key. You might have been keeping, you know, how you're really feeling under lock and key to save face, or maybe even save someone from the truth that they're not ready for, is what I heard. Or someone could have been doing that towards you, okay? So let's see what this person's recent past energy is, Taurus. We've got the Five of Cups here. I'm just going to say, hands down, of all the 12 zodiac signs, the Taurus readings have been the most intriguing lately. And the Cancer readings. So let me just say that. Five of Cups, Page of Pentacles here, and the Hermit in this person's recent past energy. So this person may have been going through some, you know, issues with depression or mood. I heard mood stabilization therapy. That is so specific. This person may benefit from that if they're in depression. That's only for a few of you. That's so specific. This person has some things that they have a hard time letting go of. You know, they may feel like a lack of a hope at times, or at least in the past they've struggled with that, or just not being able to see the brighter side of things, you know, really getting down on themselves. Like I said, they could have been suffering with depression, or really just having a hard time coping, you know, in general, with some things that they feel may have been losses or rejections. I feel like this person has, done, you know, need some self-awareness here, and or they've been working on like their spiritual path, to be quite honest with you. Sometimes things that are really painful propel us into our spiritual paths, and people don't always like to hear that, right? Because we don't like pain, we want to avoid it, but it serves a purpose. I feel like this person is learning to tap into their own potential, you know, doing some, I keep hearing research, yeah, like a self-actualization type of journey. This person might have been very introverted. They may have felt like they missed out on some opportunities in the past, and they really needed to kind of go within to overcome that, I feel, all right? I feel like this person's been through a lot. Okay, so, perception. Let's go into that, shall we? So, Taurus, what is your perception of this person? Keep in mind that perception's in the eye of the beholder, so it may be your truth, Taurus, but it may not be this person's truth. But we'll start there. So, I feel like, you know, when you think of the connection, you see that you put, you know, you put a lot of time and energy into whatever this is. And there was success here. And I feel like you are doing your own self-reflection, but I also feel like this person, it was led astray, or maybe you were, or it could be how you're feeling about this, right? Because this is falling in your thoughts of just like working on yourself, investing time and energy into yourself, feeling pretty good about that, I think. You know, feeling pretty good about how far you've come. You may have had successes in other areas of your life as well. And doing some deep reflection on that. I heard appreciation of that. And yet, you know, kind of seeing this person being led astray by their emotional self, not being able to control that, not being able to enjoy whatever this is with you for whatever reason. There's a sense of isolation again. You may see this person isolate when they're really feeling you know, down on their luck, or not feeling well emotionally. And I think that you know that this person is trying to work on themselves. Yeah, someone's down on their luck. I had a song in my head. Come so far to lose it all. In the end, it doesn't even matter. My trust in you. Oh, that's a good one. It's Linkin Park, I think. Put it in the comments if you know what that song is. We've come too far to lose it all. I think that's the lyric, or at least that's how I'm interpreting it in my brain. And I actually feel that this is coming from this person's side, but it could be yours, you know. Let me see what this person's perception is of you, Taurus. Get some clarity here. So when they think of you, what's in their perception? So they have Four of Wands, Ace of Swords. They're coming to some truths here. Two of Swords, the Hierophant, and the High Priestess. So this person is definitely going through some deep spiritual cleansing type of energy. Even if this person isn't like a spiritual person, because even if you don't know what's occurring, you still go through the ebb and flow of spirituality, because we all are spiritual beings having a human experience, all right? So I feel like this person has really been taken down this road of really taking a look within, okay, or needing to go through, like I said, like a self-actualization, if I can get it out, journey. I I feel like this person sees all the stability here within the connection, and yet someone is announcing their freedom. I heard someone is denouncing their faith. This reading is so specific. I feel like there is some insecurity showing up in the way that they think about the connection, and it's in concern to you or how committed you are or how committed they are, and really searching within, you know, really, this person is really evaluating their religious or spiritual beliefs, or if not that, then it's their beliefs around relationships and commitments and how it should be, and this person being drawn to be more self-sufficient in their own energy, and that could be a challenge for them, I feel, okay, or a challenge period for the both of you. But I feel like there's this sense of, you know, being of like minds and coming together and getting some truth here, and then not trusting it, you know, not really trusting that what they're thinking is the truth, or maybe not trusting you, Taurus, but there might be it might just be insecurities coming to the surface, going to be different for all of you. But I feel like, because now that song is playing in my head again, I put my trust in you, pushed as far as I could go. Man, definitely go check that song out. There's a high spiritual component. So when I see, you know, a high spiritual component here, certainly then this indicates that this is a very significant connection, okay? And whatever's occurred within the connection between you and this person has something to do with the path that they've been guided to take, okay? And it may have to deal with trust and freedom and relationships and commitments, all right? So let's go into genuine emotions, Taurus, and see underneath the perception, what are you feeling at the end of the day? So that was kind of surface level. Now we're going to go into the depths. So we have 8 of Wands, 4 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, too many cards. Sorry, I don't mean to be quiet. Usually I talk the whole time, but the song is playing, like the entire song is playing now, and it keeps distracting me because I want to hear all the lyrics. Lots going on emotionally, and all bright energy. So interesting. Emotionally, ready for movement forward, ready for honest dialogue, ready for things to celebrate over, dedicating time to yourself, feeling successful. This is your card. Feeling on top of things, having cooperative energy around you, feeling comfortable in your skin, new potentials coming in, new opportunities coming in. So what it could have been when I felt like that vibe of something being stolen from you, it could have been your sense of security. But I feel that you have really done a lot of work to establish your own happiness, and that's where the protective energy is coming from. And it's shining. It's shining bright like a diamond, as Rihanna would say, because there's not one dark card in this emotional space, which is really rare. And I do a lot of these readings to have the emotional space light up like this. So I feel like your heart chakra might be lighting up, you know, this holiday season, or as you go into 2021. I just feel this immense amount of appreciation here, really feeling good in your own skin. You know, for some of you, finances are looking good, or they're improving, you know, just feeling more comfortable after a period of time where things felt maybe very challenging for you. So I love that. Let's see what this person's emotions are. The Tower. So how do they feel underneath it all? The Tower, the Seven of Wands, the Five of Pentacles. It does not surprise me that their emotional energy is showing up in this way because your perceptions were very different. Nine of Wands. So things are feeling a bit unstable for this person emotionally, and they're very guarded, very protective. They are a bit stagnant. They're feeling alone. They don't feel, I heard, not inclusive or not included. This person's going through a lot emotionally, and there's a lot of turmoil, you know, underneath the surface. And I think that's why there's such a high spiritual component to this reading, right? Because whether it's related to you or not, this person has a lot of emotional changes going on within their heart, within their soul. And, you know, I just feel like they kind of have taken this stance of just wanting to be left alone or feeling alone, and yet waiting for someone to come check on them. So it's really interesting because it's like, give me my space, but like, are you going to check on me in an hour? You know, like that type of energy, wanting to push away, but then wanting someone to come and comfort them, you know. So they're giving off contradictory energy, and so to no surprise, they're getting contradictory results, right? Because they are, in essence, splitting their energy of, you know, being on the defensive, but then expecting someone to not be defensive towards them. And that's just really not how law of attraction works, you know, because you kind of get where you're at vibrationally and emotionally. So this person keeps feeling like misunderstood or disincluded or left out, you know, and it's kind of their own doing, which I actually feel like may infuriate your cross watcher when I say that, because I don't feel that this person is ready to hear that or take responsibility for their own emotions right now, because there's too much instability with that. And honestly, Taurus, if you were to go to this person right now and say something like that, I think it would not have a good, they're not going to be able to hear that right now, all right? Or at least when they're in this emotion. So I'm not saying this person lives in this emotion, but this is definitely going on within their energy, you know, during this time frame. Okay, so no wonder I got that song. Your hope is to be the Strength card, to be strong, to keep your positivity about you, to keep your optimism about you, to be soft as well. I don't think you're trying to be rigid, but I don't think that you're going to back down either or change your mind here, you know. So let's see what this person's energy is. The Emperor. This person wants control. They want to call the shots. They want to be in charge. They want to be taken seriously. This is an authoritative figure in the tarot. So this could be an authoritative figure in your life, but doesn't have to be. It's just showing up as someone who wants to be taken seriously, you know. And for whatever reason, I feel like they're not being taken seriously, or they feel they're not, you know, being taken seriously. So let's look at most likely future outcomes, Taurus. And keep in mind that all of the future outcomes can be changed with free will. Okay, you're in the driver's seat of your own life. No one else. I'm just giving you a snapshot. So 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords. There's that 7 of Swords again. So really interesting, and I'm going to show you. I keep wanting to say dichotomy. Here is that 7 of Swords. So this showed up at the beginning. This is the theft card, the deception card, the facade card. And now it's here with the Five of Swords. So there's a disconnection from reality here. Somebody is not seeing the reality, or they don't want to see the reality of the situation. I don't know if that's you or them. If you feel like this person is deceptive or not seeing the truth or not willing to, you may have very well disconnected from them, and I could tell you they're not handling it well. And or certainly keep it real with yourself. You might be deceiving, you know, this person and disconnecting because you know that, you know, you're not maybe being on the up and up here. But take it as it resonates. There's some sort of, there's something being hidden, and the way that someone is dealing with it is just by not not talking about, avoiding, disconnecting, blocking, that type of energy. And when I did the Sunday weekly, I picked that up as well. So check that out if this is resonating. And then here's all this bright energy again. So I feel like, you know, Taurus, you're going to pull through that. And whatever potentials are coming in are going to become more tangible and real. All right. I feel like you're going to nurture yourself. That's what your choice is going to be at the end of the day, and to take it one day at a time. And then there's a new beginning here. Okay. Or there's new energy coming in. It's interesting because the song that I had was, I had to fall to lose it all. And this person is literally falling backwards off of a cliff. So this is also a caution not to ignore red flags, you know, not to lie to yourself about things that need your attention, because this is kind of a risky energy. And that song, you know, fall to lose it all. You certainly don't want to come this far just to go backwards. So it's like, read the fine print, you know, make sure you're seeing clearly the truth as well, Taurus, because that serves as a caution to me. Otherwise, I see a lot of forward momentum here, possible travel for a few of you, or, you know, just feeling the rush, you know, of life, and taking time out to nurture yourself. And like I said, being comfortable in your skin, right? And with your choices. This person's most likely future outcome, which can also be changed with free will. So this person has some new opportunities coming in for them, or commitment, because the Ace of Pentacles is here. And it's after a period of time of dedicating some time to themselves and walking away from things that they know they need to walk away from. And for some of you, it's you. You know, some of you, this person has yet to walk away from you, but you may be done with it, you know, that type of situation. But it doesn't have to be. It's just like, whatever these unstable emotions are that's got this person in that state of being, they are going to work on that, I feel, for the majority, and end up following their intuition. They're highly being guided. You know, anytime we have a challenging situation, or we feel things are out of our control, Spirit steps in and helps to guide us through giving us signs and synchronicities, and you know, speaking to us in lots of ways. So I feel like this person is being guided, you know, in a better direction. I think they're still of two minds about that. They're having a bit of trouble trusting that guidance. They still may be wanting to force something that's not for them, or try to override their soul with their ego, which you have free will. So they can do that if they want to, but I think they're going to keep hitting challenges. I think they're going to keep hitting roadblocks. So I think that's why they're being guided to kind of let go and allow some new beginnings and opportunities to come in, whether that's in finance or relationships, or, you know, whatever area of their life that is in. But they really are getting in this space where they are going to start making movement towards getting into a more stable emotional space, and kind of re-establishing their freedom. I don't see them going there all the way during this time frame, but I see progress here. Okay, so, you know, our journeys take a while. We just don't pop in and out of emotions so easy. So I think it's a bit of a challenge for this person, but I think that they are making progress in that direction, okay? So, Taurus, interesting reading yet again, all right? Zodiac signs you could be dealing with. I have Pisces here, Aries, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Aquarius, Leo, Leo again. Those are the predominant zodiac signs I see, but keep in mind it can be any zodiac sign as it is a general reading. If it resonated, please do let me know in the comments down below. I love hearing from you guys. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe. You can check me out on Facebook and Instagram as well for more fun stuff, linked in the description box as well as in the About section of my YouTube. You may have noticed that I don't place ads all throughout my videos, and that's on purpose because I want you to hear the entire message. But it does help me out a lot if you do share, as it doesn't always put my videos in the search option. Also, I added a donation button that also affects my monetization. So if you want to donate to the channel, it's certainly welcome, but no pressure. That link is in the About section of my YouTube. Either way, I'm wishing you the very, very best, Taurus. Until next time, my friends.